Before you close your eyes tonight, let me ask you a question that might hit close to home. Do you find yourself waking up 2, 3, even 5 times during the night just to use the bathroom? You cut back on water. You avoid tea and coffee in the evenings. You even stop drinking anything after dinner. And still, your bladder drags you out of bed over and over again. It's frustrating, isn't it? But here's what most people don't realize. Nighttime trips to the bathroom aren't just a nuisance. They quietly steal away deep sleep, drain your energy, weaken memory, and over time can even raise the risk of serious health problems. But here's the part that should give you hope. Nature already has a way to help. And it's not a pill, not a surgery, not some expensive supplement. It's something so ordinary, so familiar, that you've probably eaten it hundreds of times in your life. And yet, most people never realize the healing power it holds, especially for sleep and bladder health. Stay with me until the end, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal how this simple fruit, along with a few smart habits, can help calm your bladder, protect your body, and restore the peaceful sleep you've been missing. My name is Dr. Michael Harris. I've been a physician in internal medicine for over 30 years, trained in Boston, and I've worked with thousands of seniors across the United States, the UK, Canada, and Australia. And if there's one thing I've learned in all those years, it's this: broken sleep is one of the most overlooked health issues in older adults. But when you fix it, when you restore restful, uninterrupted nights, everything changes. Energy comes back, mood lifts, balance improves, even memory sharpens. And the best part, you don't always need complicated treatments to get results. Sometimes the simplest, most natural changes make the biggest difference. Patient story number 1, Mr. Johnson. I'll never forget one of my patients, Mr. Johnson, 72-year-old gentleman. When he walked into my office, his shoulders were slumped and his eyes looked heavy with exhaustion. He sighed and said, "Doctor, I don't think I've had a full night's sleep in 10 years. I get up 6 times every single night." His wife, sitting quietly beside him, added with tears in her voice, "Neither of us remembers what it feels like to sleep through until morning." That moment hit me hard because their story isn't unusual. In fact, it's something millions of seniors live with silently. Most people just assume, oh well, it's part of aging. But here's the truth. It's not just about age. Let me explain what really happens inside the body after 60. First, your body produces less of a hormone called vasopressin. This hormone normally tells your kidneys to slow down urine production at night. With less of it, your kidneys keep working full speed, even while you're asleep. Second, for men, the prostate often swells and presses on the bladder. Even if there's only a little urine inside, the bladder feels full. For women, things are different but just as frustrating. After menopause, pelvic muscles weaken. Add in the effects of childbirth years earlier, and the bladder doesn't hold as firmly. On top of that, medications, salty dinner, stress, or even poor circulation can all add pressure. Put these together, and what do you get? A bladder that controls your nights instead of you controlling it. Imagine trying to sleep peacefully while your kidneys are still filling your bladder like a running faucet, and your bladder is squeezed tighter every hour. No wonder you wake up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And the result? Shallow sleep, poor memory, higher blood pressure, and constant fatigue. The natural solution revealed. Now, before I reveal the natural solution, let me be clear. It's not some exotic herb. It's not an expensive treatment. It's not a magic pill. It's something that's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. That fruit is the apple. Yes, the humble apple. Familiar. Affordable. Ordinary on the outside, but quietly powerful on the inside. Why apples work, science explains simply. Here's why. Inside every apple are natural plant compounds that calm irritation, soothe the lining of the bladder, and in men, ease pressure in the prostate. Apples are also rich in soluble fiber. This fiber does something remarkable. It steadies blood sugar through the night, which means your kidneys aren't forced into overdrive. And here's the part most people don't know. That same fiber feeds healthy gut bacteria. And when your gut is healthy, it produces more serotonin, the very chemical your brain transforms into melatonin, the sleep hormone. In simple words, 1. An apple calms your bladder. 2. It steadies your kidneys. 3. And it strengthens your natural sleep cycle. One simple fruit, 3 powerful benefits. Patient story number 2. Mary's transformation. Let me share another story. Mary, a lively 68-year-old woman from Sydney, came to me completely exhausted. She told me, "Doctor, I feel like I spend more time in the bathroom than in my bed. I'm up 4, sometimes 5 times a night. Nothing works." She had tried cutting water, avoiding tea, even prescription medication. Nothing made a difference. So I suggested something incredibly simple, half an apple after dinner about 2 hours before bed. I told her to pair it with a few walnuts. She looked at me skeptically. That's it. 3 weeks later, she returned to my office with a smile I'll never forget. "Doctor," she said, "last night I only woke up once. Some nights, not at all. I feel like myself again." Timing and portion, the secret. But here's the part most people get wrong. They eat apples too late or too much. Apples contain natural sugars and water. If you eat a large apple right before bed, you may actually make things worse. The secret is timing and portion. Half an apple or a small one, eaten about 2 hours before sleep. Pair with a handful of nuts like walnuts or almonds. Why nuts? Because nuts add magnesium, a mineral that relaxes both the bladder and the nervous system. Together, the apple and nuts create a natural sleep-supporting combination. So let's break this down into practical steps you could try tonight. 1. Eat a small apple or half an apple about 2 hours before bed. 2. Pair with a handful of nuts, walnuts, almond, or even pumpkin seeds. 3. Keep dinner light and avoid too much salt. 4. No caffeine after mid-afternoon. 5. Take a short walk after dinner to help digestion. Follow this routine, and you may be surprised how quickly your nights begin to change. Patient story number 3, Mr. Johnson's comeback. Remember Mr. Johnson, who woke up 6 times every night? At first, he chuckled when I suggested apples. "Doctor, after all these tests and pills, you're telling me to eat an apple?" 2 weeks later, he leaned forward with a different look in his eyes and whispered, "Doctor, I only woke up once last night. For the first time in years, I feel rested." After 2 months, he was sleeping through the night. His energy soared. His balance improved. And his wife told me with tears in her eyes, "You've given me my husband back." That moment reminded me why I believe so deeply in natural solutions. Now let me ask you something. How many times do you wake up at night? Is it once, twice, 3 times, maybe more? Drop your age and your country in the comments below. You'll be amazed how many people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s are going through the same battle. And if you want more natural solutions like this, subscribe and join our community. Every week, I share simple science-backed tips to help seniors live stronger, healthier, and more independent lives. Here's my challenge to you. Starting tonight, add half an apple with a few nuts after dinner. Do it for 7 nights. On day 1, come back and comment, "Day 1, I started." On day 7, comment, "Day 7, here's what happened." Your story could inspire someone else watching right now. Remember, this is not a replacement for medical care if you have a serious condition. Always consult your doctor about your unique health. But this is a safe, natural step you can try at home. You deserve restful nights. You deserve mornings full of energy. And the truth is, your best years are not behind you. They're still waiting ahead. Sometimes all it takes is something as simple as an apple to remind you that your body still knows how to heal, how to rest, and how to thrive.